Fill in the blank. A chemical compound is made up of blank. A single element only. B, fewer than 3 elements. C, more than 2 atoms. D, only 2 atoms. Or E, 2 or more different elements. To determine what a chemical compound is made up of, let's take a look at a common compound. Water is an example of a compound. It has the chemical formula H2O. Capital H and capital O are the chemical symbols of the elements hydrogen and oxygen. Already we can see that this compound contains more than 2 elements. This means that answer choice A cannot be the correct answer to this question. Returning to the chemical formula of water, we see a subscript 2 after the chemical symbol for hydrogen. This subscript indicates the number of atoms of hydrogen that make up 1 molecule of water. No subscript appears after the chemical symbol of oxygen. This means that a molecule of water only contains 1 atom of oxygen. So 1 molecule of water contains a total of 3 atoms, 2 atoms of hydrogen, and 1 atom of oxygen. As water is a chemical compound which contains 3 total atoms, we can eliminate answer choice D. Water does contain fewer than 3 elements, more than 2 atoms, and is composed of 2 or more different elements. So let's look at another chemical compound to narrow down the answer choices. Sugar is another common chemical compound. Its chemical formula is C12H22O11. So sugar contains the elements hydrogen and oxygen, as well as the element carbon. As sugar is a chemical compound that contains 3 elements, answer choice B cannot be the correct answer to this question. Sugar does contain more than 2 atoms and is composed of 2 or more different elements. To determine which of the remaining answer choices is correct, let's take a look at a substance that is not a chemical compound. Ozone, found in Earth's stratosphere, has the chemical formula O3. As ozone is only composed of a single element, it is not an example of a compound, but it is composed of 3 atoms. This tells us that answer choice C is not an accurate enough description of a compound, as there are some species that contain more than 2 atoms that are not classified as a chemical compound. This leaves us with answer choice E. To be certain that we arrived at the correct conclusion, let's look at the definition of a chemical compound. A chemical compound is defined as a species composed of atoms of 2 or more different elements that are chemically combined. The definition supports our conclusion that answer choice E is the correct answer. So we should fill in the blank with answer choice E, 2 or more different elements.